Welcome everybody to episode 2 of Rewind the Times, the show that's all about 80s and 90s nostalgia, things that we grew up with, and things that I still to this day, hold dear to my heart. This episode I want to talk about my McDonald's memories and McDonald's toys. I know growing up as a child, going to McDonald's was like an adventure. On the weekend, my mom and myself and my my brother and my sister, we'd always go to my Aunt Debbie's house. You'll hear a lot in a lot of these videos. My Aunt Debbie's house, going to my Aunt Debbie's house was like an adventure. And my cousin Deborah, who's the same age as me, we used to always collect McDonald's toys. So going to McDonald's and getting Happy Meals was a big thing to us. And the toys back then were really, really cool because one thing that McDonald's did is when they made toys back then, they made it pretty much like whatever was popular back then. So you had you had like Fraggle Rock and Tailspin and Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers and Muppet Babies and stuff like that. So over the years I've been collecting, and then I stopped collecting for a little while of McDonald's toys, and then I started recollecting again. So today I want to show you a little bit of my collection. I have more stuff coming in, so this is probably like a part one of part whatever of these videos, because I'll go back and forth with these videos. I'll do one video here, and then maybe down the line I'll go over another video of the same stuff. So today I want to show you my collection of what I have now and talk about my memories of with them. We'll start over here. This is the Raggedy Ann set. This came out I believe in 1990. I wasn't a big fan of Raggedy Ann, but they came with the toys, so obviously I collected them just because they came with the Happy Meals. This right here I love. This is the Turbo Max. They're like Hot Wheel race cars. If you pull them back, they go forward. What I like about this set is you got the 4 basic ones, but in Canada they made an Officer Big Mac, which I thought was really, really cool. So I'm actually looking for that on eBay. I'm gonna buy one so I can add it to it. He's like the the fifth one out of them, which I really, really like. This right here, this is one of my favorite. This right here, this is called Boats and Floats. In 1987, I believe, this came out, and inside of this right here is where this was the Happy Meal box itself. Inside it would be the cheeseburger, your Happy Meal and stuff. But what I liked about it is you could put it in the ocean or or a lake or whatever. And me and my cousin Debbie, one of my favorite memories of all time, is me and my cousin Deborah. She had this green lobster sandbox. So we used to take our boats and floats, and like a little child, 7, 8 years old, and we'd go in the sandbox and we'd make moves around water. There's 4 of these. There's this one. There's Grimace. There is the Fry Guys, and there's and I think the McNugget buddies. So there's 4. I got the other 3 that I'm gonna order on eBay, and they're gonna come in. Up here, this is where most of my collection is. Start over here from left to right. If you notice in the background is my McDonald's Funko Pops. I like to collect the Funko ads. I'm sorry, the ad icons. So you're gonna see some McDonald's ones. Matter of fact, there's Officer Mac, Mayor McCheese, Grimace, and the Burglar. I'm waiting for Birdie to come in. She's actually my favorite out of all the McDonald's characters. But from right here from left to right, we have this is the Fraggle Rock. She's my favorite on the show. This is a great cartoon. Well, it's not really a cartoon. It's like a live-action Muppet show back in the 80s. And well, still to this day, Jim Henson, God rest his soul, made these awesome puppets and stuff. And it's just they like live in this guy's house, and they like steal his stuff and everything. And it's an old man who has this dog and that's trying to get them. And it's a really good cartoon. And like I said, a live-action show if you get a chance to watch it. This right here is Gravedale High. God, I love this cartoon. This came out in 1990. It's starring Rick Moranis, and it was about a human teacher who teach monsters at high school. And you got Sid the Invisible Kid in the background. Cleopatra, who's my favorite. Frankenstein. He sticks out his tongue, and then you have Vinny Stoker, who is like the Fonz. This is a great cartoon. I suggest if you get a chance to watch this. This right here is Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. I don't even think I need to say too much about this. Everybody must have watched this in the late 80s, early 90s. I remember this and DuckTales coming on back to back after school when I was about 9, 10 years old. And this is a DVD set that I actually want to buy for cartoons. I love this cartoon. And the video game's pretty cool. It's hard. Part 2 is really hard, but love that. This is the once again, you got Ronald McDonald, Grimace. This is a Halloween set with the burglar and Birdie. They're pretty much like a dress-up one, especially around the holidays, like Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. But more, I want to say Halloween and Christmas. McDonald's really showcased their toys with the time, with the time of the year. And oh man, there's some really cool Halloween ones, but this is a cool one. They all dressed up. This is Looney Tunes. They're flip cars. Each car has 2 characters to it, and you kind of flip them. I flip the top to the ones that I like the most. So these are the 4 that I like. You get Taz. I forgot the girl's name, Bags or something. And you got Buster. And then I forgot his name. If anyone wants to say in the comments, I forgot those 2 in the background. I forgot their names, but that was a cartoon I used to watch. This is an awesome cartoon. This is another one, Tailspin with Kit and Louie and Baloo. I love this cartoon. Matter of fact, I have a few of the Funko Pops in the back. I love this. And one thing that when the McDonald's Happy Meals toys came, they came with kind of these little sheets right here on the sets and who you're getting and stuff. So over the years I've kind of kept them. So I've kind of laminated them. So you've got, to preserve them and stuff. I've got the Fraggle Rock. That's her name. This actually just says Red Fraggle. If anyone knows her name in the comments, please, I'd really appreciate it. I forgot her name. And that's the Gravedale High one. This is really cool. Frankentyke, that's his name. Frankentyke. I know I was close. And then you got Chippendale, Rescue Rangers. What's cool about this toy too is you can actually like take the pieces apart and like interchange them and stuff. So, Dale's Rotor Rooster, you can mix it with Monterey Jack's propeller phone, and same thing with Gadget's Rescue Racer and Chip's Whirly Chirper. You can like his copper. You can like interchange the parts, which are really, really cool. And then there's the Tiny Toons. As you can see on each card, that's when you flip it, that's who'd be on the opposite side. So you got like, these 2. You got Bags. That's it. Bags and Plucky Duck. Over here you have Montana Max and Go Dodo. Hampton and Dizzy Devil. And Elmira and Buster Bunny. And then here's the Turbo Max I was talking about, with Ronald and Grimace and Birdie and Hamburglar. I like keeping these. They come with the toys, and I just kind of kept them for the nostalgia spot, to kind of collect them over the years. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool having them and stuff like that. So I've always really, really liked them a lot. So my girlfriend has like a lamination machine, so I kind of kept them, and something to just have over the years. Oh, sorry for moving the camera around everywhere. Oh, well, that's my McDonald's collection up there. I have more coming in, so this will be one of a couple of videos. I'm gonna do a bunch of them because I just love McDonald's toys, and I got more coming in. In the background is I just started my Funko collection. My Funko Pop collection, because this is a show about all 80s and 90s stuff, and even today's stuff. Not so much. I'm not going to talk about today's stuff, the modern stuff, as Chris Eva would say. But I really like the ads, the ad icons, because they make me think of my childhood. The Chester Cheeto, the Slush Puppy, Fantana Clown, the Pez, Big Yellow. That's one of my favorite cereals. Is Corn Pops. Sugar Bear Crisp. So I'm just started collecting those. So so those are my McDonald's. Those are my McDonald's toys. God, to this day I still go to McDonald's. I try to go every Friday, and I got 2 boys, and my girlfriend who lives with me, she has 3 children, and their ages of 5, 11, and 16. And the 5 and the 11-year-old, they play. I have a 5 and 11-year-old, so they play together. And I always try it every Friday. I still get them Happy Meals, McDonald's Happy Meals, and they're both boys, and they love the toys and stuff. So it's kind of cool to see the toys over the years. And the toys they are good toys, the quality of them, but I still think, pop culture wise, they're better back then because things were just better back then. The stuff nowadays, I'd give anything to go back to being a child. I really would. I miss it. The way the world is nowadays, it's just kind of sucks, to be honest with you. Obviously we're dealing with COVID, and back in the day, I mean, man, I was out till the streetlights came on, and come after school, I'd do my homework and go back out and play with my friends. I mean, nowadays everybody's head's plugged into a phone, and it's like kids forget to be kids. Sometimes I feel like I'm more kid than I have more kid in me than half the kids out there. Nowadays, I live in a nice neighborhood, and I rent a home and stuff, and I don't see kids really riding bikes or outside even playing. But I make sure my kids and my stepkids do too, because I think it's very, very important to use your imagination instead of having your head always in a phone. We actually have special phone time so the kids can learn to use their imagination and do stuff like that. So but to this day, McDonald's is still important. I love it out of all the franchises, and the food is still amazing. Matter of fact, today I got back from the gym, and I had a Big Mac and a fish fillet sandwich, and my girlfriend had 2 cheeseburgers. I'll always go to McDonald's. It's important to me. I know the food is not always the healthiest, but man, it just brings back that feeling of being a child, and anything that I can hold on to, that good feeling of being a child, I'm gonna still continue to do. So I hope you appreciated the video. I have more coming. I have more videos. I'm gonna try to do 1 video a week. So some of these videos, the episodes, I'm gonna touch up again in the past. Again in the future. So there'll be more videos, about the same thing, like multiples. So I hope everyone's being safe. If you have any comments, leave in the video. I got 10 subscribers. I don't care if I have 2 subscribers. I just appreciate anyone that watches the videos, and it's just something to do, and it's nice to reach out to other people that collect like I do. So I'm a big kid, so I'm 40 years old, but I'm going on 12. So everyone be safe, take care, and God bless. Thank you again, guys.